Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vivian Annie. If you're meeting me for the very first time, this is Vivian Annie, and I'm the founder of the Proactive Parents Academy. And every week we'll be here dropping videos for you on parenting and sharing tips, knowledge, teachings about parenting, and most importantly, proactive parenting, especially in 2023. And if you have been in our community on Facebook or wherever, Instagram or any of the social media handles, and you're not here, please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever we drop our videos, you'll be able to get notifications and go through it, as we'll be sharing valuable information, valuable teachings about parenting in 2023. This is one of our goals, to help your parenting, thrive in this new year. And if you've not shared our videos, please share this video, like them, drop your questions in the comment section so we can know how valuable this video was for you. And if you have any question, you can also drop in the comment section. Hit the like button and like this video immediately as we proceed. So thank you so much for being here. And today we'll be looking at something I titled 5 things that will make your parenting effective in 2023. 5 things that will make your parenting effective in 2023. One of the things I realized raising young children is that we many times have, the ideas in our head, the intentions in our head, the goals, the wishes, everything just jumbled somewhere in our head, and we just feel, okay, we can roll with it. It doesn't work that way. If you want to be effective in your parenting, there are foundational things you must lay to be able to thrive in your parenting. And I've listed 5 of those things that will help you become more effective in 2023. Number 1, empathy and emotions control. Emotion control is one of the things that I've realized that it is at the base of your parenting. It is at the bedrock of your parenting. Emotional intelligence is one thing that will help you become effective as a parent, and then help you also become effective as a person. Yes, emotional intelligence gives you stability as a person. If you are not constantly working on your emotion, if you are not deliberately learning on how to work on your emotions, you're going to ruin the process of raising your children, and you're going to ruin the process of all the good intentions that you have for your children. Empathy also works hand in hand with emotional intelligence, because many times we do not portray that skill, that virtue called empathy. And that's why parenting is a struggle for many of us, especially with young children. Of course, if you do not have emotions control, you will constantly struggle. So that's why you need to learn to be an emotional intelligent parent. That's your number 1 plug for the year. Learn to be an emotional intelligent parent, because there are days and there are weeks, there are months, there are things that children will do that will drive you crazy. And you're here and there, you're reactive, screaming, yelling, shouting, and getting yourself overwhelmed in the whole process. And that is going to ruin your relationship with your child. So if you are not in a place where you're constantly learning to work on your emotions, you're going to make a mess of your parenting journey. You're going to ruin the process of what you're doing with your little children. And that is going to be a very big struggle for you the entire year. So empathy and emotions control are the one of the number 1 thing that will help you effectively parent in 2023. Number 2, parenting goal. Why is it important that you have your goals mapped out, written, working at it, visibly looking at them every day while you raise your children, especially in this new year? Parenting goal is one of those things that binds you or holds you accountable in what it is that you're doing with your children. Why setting these goals are important is that all your children, for us, many of us, may not even many of us, all of us as parents are not on the same pedestal on this journey. We are not on the same pedestal. Some of us have little younger ones that are just 3 or just toddlers. Some have 5, 6, 7. Some have 11, 12. Whatever stage you are, your children are going to be having different goals that you're working with them. Child A necessity now may not be the child B necessity at the moment. And so what you're setting as a goal for your 3-year-old is not what you're setting as a goal for your 4-year-old. It's not also what you're setting for a goal for your 7-year-old or your 10-year-old. So they run, differently, because many of us were raised, hearing our parents saying, child A has always done like this. Why is child B not doing like this? Why will he not do like that? It is basically because people raised children together like, all of them are our children. They should be raised the same way. No, you cannot raise your children the same way, because not all of us are not the same. Our temperaments are different, our personalities are different, and the way we even learn are also different. So children learn differently. I have a kinesthetic learner who, no matter what you do, those traits of kinesthetic learners keep showing up every day when he was a toddler, and I didn't understand why he would be, making movements here and there. But that's how their brain was wired, and until I got onto learning, I kept struggling with that particular child. So you need to understand how your child learns, because even how your child learns affects how you discipline them. You cannot discipline them the same way. That's why goals are important. So in as much as they may have the same goal where you work, for instance, you set the spiritual goals, you set their skill goals, you set their academic goals, and all of the goals that you need to set for the year. Yes, while you set all of those goals, those children are also in different pedestal of learning. So you need to understand this. And until you get to setting those goals individually with each child, you will keep struggling. You won't be effective in 2023. The third thing is structures and routine. One thing that helps parents of young children and helps any thriving human being understand his or her processes as an individual, especially as a parent, is structures and routines. I tell people, before now, I thought that routines were just, you look at what you have put on the table, what you have pasted on the wall, just do them, here and there, and that's all. That's not all. Routine helps you understand what it is you want to achieve. And routine also puts you as an accountability to constantly work on what you want to achieve. So what you do in a day, for instance, shows exactly what you want to achieve, at the beginning of the day. So how do you set these structures? How do you set these routines to be able to help you become effective? Whether you are a working parent or a work from home parent, these routines and these structures sets the tone for the day for you. So you need to understand how routines in a day and the structures you have set helps you become effective. If you are just, for instance, let me say parent A, for instance, they just do things randomly in their home. You wake up in the morning, maybe you wake up anytime you want. Make the children wake up by 9, or you wake up by 10 and all of that. You eat when you want, go out when you want, and all of the things when you want. And then child B's family, they have a time when the children wake up, they have a praying time, they have, reading time, play time, structured play and unstructured play, and all of these things time the children to be organized. Even your sanity will be top notch, because you won't be here and there. That's what structure does for you. So structuring your parenting and setting routines that are viable, that are realistic, according to the ages of your children, is one other thing that will help you become very effective in 2023. The number 4 is self-awareness. Self-awareness helps you put you on check, and examines you all the time. Who am I? Who am I? What kind of a parent am I? And what are the patterns that are in my life? How does it affect my children? What are the limitations that I'm going through and still, going through them, that could also limit my children? These basic questions unravel you, because many times I've realized that because many of us do not understand who we truly are, we just project what we want others to know about us, and that's what we think, or that's who we think we are. This thing doesn't work like that. You must truly find you. You must truly discover you. One of my pillars in parenting is self-discovery. If you don't discover you, you won't be able to discover your children, and you can't help your children in that direction. So it is important to understand that self-awareness is a key factor for you to effectively parent your child. And the last but not the least, which is the 5th, is effective discipline. one of the things I've realized also that we call it discipline is the way we were domesticated. Let me use Prince Fowell's word. He will say domesticated. We were domesticated, as children or growing up. And so we call it discipline. And these things have put us in a box such that the stereotypes and the paradigms that we cannot shift, is making us feel like we were disciplined. That wasn't discipline. That was something that put us in a stock and, limited us from becoming people who have healthy self-esteem, people who are bold, who are confident in themselves, who are, comfortable in their skin. So if you do not understand effective discipline, you're going to struggle with parenting. These are one of the things that, when we begin to break them down for the parents who are in the Build Your Home tribe, when we begin to break these things down, parents begin to, like, they are in a way like, oh, so what I was doing all the while wasn't discipline actually. So you cannot effectively raise a child if you don't understand effective discipline. So in 2023, you need to learn effective discipline if you want to be effective in your parenting journey. So guys, that's where we'll draw the curtain for today. We'll be dropping the video again within the week. So every week, 2 times in a week, we'll surely give you, tips and lessons that will help you in your parenting journey. Do well to share this video, like, comment, and also make sure you subscribe to this channel as we constantly feed you as regards the parenting journey. We'll see you again with